Ladybird. Why is a form to perception the area of non-interlude? Because the non-interlude is based upon the ladybird of the white sun. Nah, not really, it's just normal. But anyway, in relation to the white sun, how do we divert the interestment in relation to, oh, looks on. Anyway, in relation to the diffra and in relation to the interlude, what kind of creedy brand is that? I can't even pronounce it anymore. Creedy or greedy. Oh, you know, my Skyline, my old Skyline. But anyway, what else to do in life when we have nothing to do in life to presumption the area of life in relation to nothing to do in life, because the nothing to do in life is kind of just like a nothing to do in life, but based upon nothing to do in life, how can we work nothing to do on any? Oh, so how this white sun work is just a interlude. Interlude is just a third amount of data column, because the core of the interlude is just the animation to divert into the sector of 11-4 cell. And 11-4 cell is a diphthong in relation to the interlude. But the interlude by TLC is just an interlude by how many seconds of the interlude based upon the interlude. So in that way, based upon the interlude, how do we know that the interlude is just an interlude of genophone? But genophone is just a genophone of knowing the interlude of 6 months, 3 years, and 2 months in the interlude intra. But the intra is just a intra in relation to knowing that Indian American is just a telegram of knowing that Hitler used to send codon. So in that way, when Hitler used to send codon in relation to the German, no, Germany, whatever, it's just an interlude of knowing how to trace the real reality of interlude, because in interlude it's just a knowing of interlude, but the position of the interlude is just an knowing of interlude to know the interlude. So in that way, religiously, what is the meaning of memo and section of the interlude to refuse the interlude of coolant? So based upon the coolant of intercoolant, what kind of interlude is the intercoolant to rejoice the hybrid? So in that way, the hybrid is just a hibernation of knowing each cup is a salam of Dan in relation to the transform. So in relation to the transform, the interlude of being the world beautiful, oh, forget about it. You know, things to do, things not to do, but things to do, things not to do, based upon queer as folks. But in that way, you know, our memo, desi, dasa is just an interlude of knowing that we are not allocating the hemisphere. So in that way, the transcend of the interlude has not been radia in relation to the intercool. But the interkung is just a do of knowing that the coolant is not a fluid for Brendan. So Brendan, in relation to internet marketing, the fracture of internet marketing is just an element of knowing that the element is a dorsal. So in that way, based upon the sublimum of knowing sublimum, how mamlamum are we allowed to mamlamum the or? So in that way, the program is just a interlude.